Hi, I'm Chris from Technomadia, and I'm going to talk today about the tire pressure monitoring system that we use. So what a tire pressure monitoring system is good for is it's not going to be 100% protection against any sort of tire related issue, but it is kind of early warning radar to let you know if you have a slow leak. It'll let you know if you have a fast leak, and it'll give you a very urgent alarm if there's a sudden rapid loss of tire pressure. And it's just very handy, particularly for the slow leaks. Like if your pressure is slowly creeping down over a few days, like our Mini Cooper, the tires had started to all go low as the temperature outside had, they'd been inflated under different temperature considerations. The TPMS let us know, hey, all the tires in the Mini Cooper were just starting to creep down, and we were able to top them up. Also, because it has the temperature tracking, it can let you know if there's a problem with your axles and stuff before that gets too bad. Not a guarantee that you'll catch every problem in advance, but wonderful, wonderful radar, particularly because most people don't check their tires with a manual gauge every day, which is also a good thing to do. So we've been asked about this all the time over the years of, do you have a TPMS, and which one do you have and why? And we've actually had 3 different ones over the years, and it was one of the first things we bought when we moved into a bus is tire pressure monitors, because you don't want to have a blowout, you don't want to have something unexpected happen while driving down the road. So any early warning you can get is good to have. And so the first tire pressure system we got was a Pacific Dooleys system, which was very impressive. It actually lets you see all the readouts of all the tires at once, which I thought was going to be a great feature. But because it's fitting all 10 tires onto a screen, a small screen, it was really tiny. It was actually almost impossible to see the individual tire pressures while you were driving and bouncing down the road. So that actually ended up not being a feature. But it was overall a nice system, except for it had one flaw that made me crazy, is it would display stale data. So if it didn't get a reading from one of its sensors, it would display whatever it had gotten, even if it was the day before. So we'd start driving down the road in the morning, and I'd be like, why is the one tire still showing low cold pressure overnight? Turns out if the sensor loses connection, it just keeps displaying the old data, and I only want fresh data or leave it blank. So we got another system, the Tracker Plus, I think, and that one actually had a nice just one pressure displayed at a time, but it still had that same problem, and I thought it was just all the way all TPMS systems were. And it made me feel uncomfortable. Like we'd even be driving down the road with the cars separated and have the Mini Cooper separate from the bus, and I'm still showing tire pressures for the Mini Cooper even though it's 30 miles away. And that makes me really uncomfortable because I can't trust the system. I can't trust that I'm getting actual current results. So then I was mentioning this, and Tom at EZRV said, well, try the EEZTIRE. And so he actually sent us one, and it doesn't have that problem. If it doesn't have current data, like we just got in the bus, so most of the sensors haven't come on, it displays blank, which I consider a big plus. But if it does have data, it shows you, and it shows one tire at a time, goes through the vehicle for the RV and the towed vehicle, and it just cycles as you drive. So you don't have the display of everything all at once, but you can then just, if you need to see something in particular, you can page through and see the setups, and you see both pressure and temperature. And temperature is very handy to let you know if maybe an axle's starting to get too hot long before it becomes a problem. So overall, we've been using it now for 2 years, and we are very impressed with the EEZTIRE. It's simple to use, simple to program, doesn't have that potentially fatal flaw that some other systems have, and it feels like a system that I can trust. So it's been a tire pressure system that we're very, very happy with, and that's what we use.